certainly make up for it with their passionate support for their team. And likewise, the Hull KR supporters who've made the journey this evening, they'll be lending plenty of vocal support for their side. Two sides who got off to excellent starts to this new Super League season, going head-to-head here. Salford looking to buck a trend. They've lost the last 4 against Hull KR. Marcus Griffiths is the referee here tonight, just waiting to get the game underway. And it'll be Hull KR who'll get proceedings going. The pitch dry, a little bit bumpy. You can probably see the bare patches on it. Gets a lot of traffic on it. This with the Sale Sharks side also pounding up and down this pitch. But it's dry at least. An instant sign of what this Salford side are all about. That is them showing their hand early on.
Bill, that's the DNA, that's what makes them so exciting. Paul Rowley's got them playing a brand of rugby that if you see something, just let's go for it.
Going for it from the very first here, Salford. Fresh from their victory at the Leigh Sports Village last week. And here is Tim Laffey, one of the stars of the Red Devils show. And you can probably hear that Salford crowd lifting their side. That's the 5th tackle, a minute gone, and Sneed dinks a kick into the corner. Burgess will travel. The referee said knock on, and Sneed's kick yields a goal line dropout.
I think Jamie Jones-Buchanan summed it up really well. A lot of traffic going through the halves of both teams, but particularly Mark Sneed and that kicking game. There is a knock on there. Hull KR are going to have to defend. Here's the break from Ken Seo. Wonderful balance, keeps his feet, and that's the reason they're attacking at the minute.
KR trying to catch Salford napping with a short goal line dropout, but they were like alert to the threat. Sam Stone it was who collected the ball. And here's Andy Ackers. Here is Sneed. Brodie Croft just had to adjust to take that pass, and then he's pounced on by Kane Lynette. Andy Ackers behind. It goes. And they're just a few metres away from that try line as Ackers scans the options. The ball reaches Tim Laffey. He bats aside the first and the second, and then loses possession.
Well, Billy got 3 offloads away last week, didn't he, Tim Laffey? He tried to offload on that occasion. Unfortunately for him and his Salford teammates, it goes into a Hull KR's man's hands. But you know what? Talk to Paul Rowley, and he's on about that. This is where they've got to front load the defence up here on the back of strong carries from the likes of Tim Laffey. Not give penalties away. And this is a big negative for them. All the good work that they've done, all the hard work to get down there, trying to play on the front foot, trying to expose some space, and then give a penalty away.
So all that good momentum early on has just evaporated there.
I think we're going to see this all night, aren't we? Both sides willing to throw the ball around. We might see a different Hull KR in 2023. Willie Peters maybe focus a little bit more on defence, less of the flashy stuff. But Salford, any Paul Rowley side, Salford in this case, they're willing to throw that pass. They have the skill, they have the ability, and they have, more importantly, the belief to do it.
Here is George King starting tonight, the Irish international. Hull KR picking up injuries in the opening round. That's the only downside from that impressive victory over the Wigan Warriors. Losing players, Lachlan Coote among them, but here they come now. And they're inside at Salford's 20 now. Minchella plays the ball. Parcell. Soaso Su. Good ball. Parcell gets it away to Minchella. Minchella, ball in one hand. That's the 5th tackle. Little signal from Parcell. And then a gesture to the referee. Batchelor can't make any progress.
We have seen a couple of involvements already from Elliot Minchella. There's a big loss in the Hull KR side in Lachlan Coote, but I believe that role and that responsibility fall on the shoulders of Elliot Minchella. He's a ball-playing loose forward, got a good skill set, and I think we'll see more ball playing from him this evening.
Well, it is a big loss to know the 4 players not playing for Hull KR, and I thought they showed a lot of character last week. They had to come from behind to beat Wigan, and they had to play for 80 minutes. It's a real dog-eat side, a good carry from Tyler Dupree.
And a set restart. Meanwhile, Croft with a little break, which is always a threat. Yeah, 4 out for Hull KR. Matty Staunton, Ryan Hall, the new... Ryan Hall among those injuries. Lachlan Coote. So Hull KR and Willie Peters having to make a few adjustments. But they're attacking now. 4 tackles gone. Inside the 40. Sneed gets the ball away, but immediately Sam Stone is wrapped up. That's the 5th tackle. Good work from Ethan Ryan there. Little hesitation from Ackers, and then Brodie Croft has plenty of time to pick his spot. But underneath it is the vastly experienced Sean Kennedy-Dowell, hat-trick hero last time out with that victory against the Wigan Warriors, and getting the plaudits of the Hull KR supporters behind him.
And he'll thank the bloke who stepped in the centre, James Batchelor, who was outstanding. When Ryan Hall picked up that injury, the second rower, Batchelor went to the centres, and that allowed Sean Kennedy-Dowell to play on that wing and pick up those tries.
King coming into the starting lineup. Reece Kennedy, who picked up a head injury, a head knock on his debut, another absentee. There's Abdul, spiralling kick. Briley comes to collect it.
He's got a great boot on him, hasn't he? On this Salford side, do you know what? They are looking to play the right attitude. The man behind the play of the ball, Mark Sneed, he does lift his side. I said last week, there's a lot of talk about Brodie Croft and what he does, but Mark Sneed's just as important.
There's Sneed's pass back on the inside. Suaso Su trying to stop the progress. Here is Croft once more. Ball back into the middle of the field. Sneed, little kick through. The chase is led by Burgess. And Will Dagger gets across just in the nick of time to defuse the situation.
Another pressure-building kick from Sneed. Beautifully placed. Puts it into the corner. Burgess chasing hard. And it's a good job, Will Dagger. He's in the right place at the right time. It's coming off the back of offloads. It's coming off the back of playing with the ball. Lots of bold movements from Salford Red Devils. 4 offloads so far.
Second goal line dropout. Beg your pardon. We start on the 10. And more pressure coming from this Salford side. Andy Ackers, we saw him score from close range against Lee last week. Here is Lafay. World Cup star for Samoa. Ackers just asking for some input from those around him. Referee calls held. Salford inching their way forward, looking for the first points of this game. Sneed, on it goes to Croft. Croft, short pass. Watkins powering onto it, but good defence from Kane Lynette to stop his progress. Little kick comes in, and Abdul has to concede again.
Yeah, outstanding again, wasn't it, from the hooker at the Ackers. Brilliant play, nice weight on it, putting pressure on this Hull KR side, and Callum Watkins, what a good line he hits. Out wide, he's reinvented himself in that back row, and Andy Ackers just jumps out, spots a bit of space, and Kane Lynette saves the day.
Well, he hit that line against Lee, didn't he, for that try that he scored. Did Callum Watkins.
Yeah, he's a quality player, he's just got major strike, hasn't he?
Billy's one of the best players at catching the ball at the line and almost in the line. There's only Liam Farrell that I can compare to him. It's one of the most difficult skills. Defenders all around you, still keep your eyes on the ball and catch it.
Still 1, 2.
Keep your eyes on the ball here, because Salford mean business early on here. Brodie Croft, little step, but Kane Lynette again read the situation. Vast experience. They're about 10 metres out once again, Salford.
Hold. Tackle 4.
Ackers. Short pass from Ackers. Ormondroyd uprooted by Su. Good defence that time. The ball back with Croft. On the last, little kick from Sneed. No, they're running it! They're running it! And Seo, I think, has got that ball down, or has he? Marcus Griffiths. I thought he was going to go to the screen, then awards the try. First of the game, Ken Seo providing the strike. Salford have been threatening that virtually from the word go. Rovers have been on the back foot, and Ken Seo, who got 26 tries last year and made the dream team, gets his first of this campaign.
When he first came over, he started, didn't he, at Hull KR, Ken Seo. What a quality player, quality signing that he is, but the expansive play from this Salford side, and Ryan Briley just shapes a kick and then pulls in the defender. You can see a little dummy, shapes a kick, just gets him guessing what's going to happen, and then delivers that ball just as he's got the defender interested. You know, times are changing at the Red Devils under the guidance of Ian Please and Paul Roby. I can't remember a Salford side over the years that managed to retain so many players.
Yeah.
And they've done that. They've sold the dream to the likes of Croft and Ackers, Burgess, Dupree, Watkins and Ken Seo.
1 minute.
Well, they're creating headlines, aren't they?
Ken Seo, who was called into the Samoan World Cup squad last year, didn't make the team, but he was a presence in that Samoan squad that did so well, including accounting for England, of course. And Sneed now in sight of another landmark. He needs this one to go 6th on the Super League goal chart and overtake Pat Richards. And it's a tricky one from the sideline. He's looking to swing it. He can't do that.
Well, the weight of the possession has been in the favour of Salford Red Devils. 75% of the time they've had the ball, and the majority of that they've been attacking this side. It's a glorious involvement from Ryan Briley, who takes it right to the line, invites the defenders to account for him, and buys a bit of time for Ken Seo on the edge.
Into contact.
36 tries in 61 appearances Ken Seo got for Hull KR. Now doing what he does best in the colours of the Salford Red Devils. And what a strike player he is to have in a side like this that creates so much.
Yeah, outstanding when you look how important that this Salford side are, or what they were in 2022, 23 tries. You know, between 10 and 20 minutes, that's their spell in the game where they've certainly warmed up and they're looking to attack them. They love the short sides, don't they? Everyone turning up, pushing up into that next hole. Andy Ackers constantly probing.
There goes the former London Broncos man. There's Croft.
Move, James! Go 5.
Partington plays the ball. Sneed has time to pick his spot for the kick, and Will Dagger is underneath that and loses it, but it went backwards, says the referee. Dagger deputising for Lachlan Coots.
Well, Bill, that's a huge let-off for Hull KR. You said the word time. Mark Sneed must have had a couple of seconds to decide where he's going to put it, and he has enough hang time on it to allow the Salford defenders to put the pressure on Will Dagger. They can't afford to do that, the home team.
Dagger just limping a bit after that challenge as Sean Kennedy-Dowell gets the pass away to Jordan Abdul. And you know what? Hull KR are capable of cutting loose as well. That's the attraction of this fixture. And here they are now with Jordan Abdul.
Well, again, Jordan Abdul just sinking into the line. He's a dangerous player. All the play so far has been with Salford, but you can't write off and take for granted this Hull KR side.
Last tackle.
It's on the last. And a bit of dithering.
Oh. It's an unconventional, almost a half break from Burgess there, but it's an unconventional finish to the set. He ends up with the ball in his hands, Mikey Lewis, and he's looking to run.
And nobody else was.
He's looking to run. He knows it's fifth tackle. He's looking for an opening. There was nothing there, and it was a scruffy end to the set.
Up to the halfway line come Salford, who lead by 4-0 here. And here is Tim Laffey, and Laffey, what a challenge he poses to opposition defences, especially when you let him run like that.
Well, don't come out the line because he's so dangerous, can't present a gap.
Once more, Salford advancing, and then the ball is spilled, and that's probably the first error they have made, isn't it?
Or was it Tyler Dupree? Was he looking to offload the ball? And he goes through.
It's on the 20, guys.
Well, you can see he just goes through. He's looking. Yeah, you can see he's looking to offload, and he offloads the ball into Minchella's hand.
I think Elliot Minchella almost knocks it out of the hand, but he's aware of the offloading ability of Tyler Dupree.
In, guys, come on.
Come on leaps and bounds in the last 18 months.
Onside, don't go early. Ball in at Jordan.
Ball movement is really impressive.
So Hull KR get possession. Here is their captain, Sean Kenny-Dowell.
10 with me, go on. Callum, you're not square. 2.
Kane Lynette now.
Tyler off the ball.
Try scorer against Wigan last week.
Holding him, play on 2.
Sam Woods coming into the sides.
Move, Oliver. Hold.
And
Go
just
free.
over the halfway line they are. On it goes to Minchella.
4.
Suaso, Su.
Tackle 4, hold, go 4.
Minchella drops the ball off to King. King shaped to offload, is enveloped by Salford defenders who hold him up, then put him down. Take up a good bit of time there. Fifth tackle.
On the kicker.
And Jordan Abdul, who can really launch a kick. He launches that one. Kensio comes for it, loses it. Abdul is chasing. The ball is still loose. It's gone backwards, says the referee. Abdul is imploring him to change his mind.
Yeah, well, I think he went backwards at first attempt when he goes to catch it, but then I think there was a bobble which went forward, but the call goes in Salford's favour. Jordan Abdul, towering kick. Look, he goes backwards, then that's where he loses it, and he loses it into his leg. They've got away with the call there.
I think they have. But that was a wicked kick from Jordan Abdul, and he can give the ball some height. And now then, Akers has burst through. Akers is looking for some support. He's got Croft with him. Croft is stopped eventually, but Andy Akers, another incisive break from him. And Croft was on his shoulder. Partington, Sneed, little dink over the top. Laffey is chasing, and the ball might bounce for him. It doesn't. It's Ryan who swoops on it.
He comes up with it, Ethan Wright, and Andy Akers, when he made that break, he's turned around to all his teammates saying, look, you've got to push up with me. Get around the ruck. He burst through, looking for support. There's only Brodie Croft with him. But then Hull KR got back to prevent it. And Mikey Lewis now again just looking to offload the ball to Dagger.
Nearly offloaded it forward.
10 metres. Hold, go free.
Dagger still doesn't look as though he's moving fluently after that knock early on. Kane Lynette playing the ball. Matt Parcell, outstanding 80-minute performance from him against Wigan last time out. His 7th season in the British competition for Parcell. Here is Abdul, and this time he drills it along the ground. It sits up nicely for Ryan Brierley. Brierley skipping away from the first 3 challenges. Eventually stopped.
Well, known for his supportive play, isn't he, Ryan Brierley? But how good was he defensively last week? Come up with 2 try-saving tackles, which inevitably won them the game against Lee.
Yeah, deserved player in the match. Tim Laffey now. 31 years of age. Canterbury and St George Illawarra in his NRL days, which he thought had signalled the end of his career, and now he is enjoying a real swan song here with the Salford Red Devils. That's the 5th tackle as Ormond Roy is brought down on the 40 in Hull KR territory. dribbling kick, and Dagger content to watch that one find touch.
I think you're right about Will Dagger. He's no intentions of getting to that ball. We've had a lot of defending to do so far in this game. Mark Sneyd, he's trying to place it into the corner and make it really difficult for the ball returners for the away team. He's encouraging his defenders, encouraging his team. They're well on top here. In terms of possession, 65% to the Salford Red Devils as they give a penalty away. High tackle, I think. I think it'd be overall, that first quarter, I think he'd be pleased, Paul Rowley. They've passed the ball. They've had intent when they've carried the ball. And you're right, Tez, players are pushing up in support.
Nearly was prevented from going into touch by Joe Burgess. Made an effort at it.
50.
Abdul's kick takes his side almost up to the halfway line.
That's the reason it's a play the ball now.
Because Burgess made a play at it.
Yeah.
Pick it up. Play the ball. Go. No tackle.
So just inside their own half, they pick up the ball, Hull KR. Well, I suppose they could feel themselves fortunate that after the first quarter of the game, it is only 4-0, given the weight of possession that Salford have had.
Do you know what, Bill? You'd take that, wouldn't you? They threw absolutely everything at them, Salford. They've been tremendous, but to just be 4 points behind shows what a side Willie Peters has got.
They get a penalty. The penalty.
Yeah. Yep. So they've had everything. Salford have had absolutely everything. The movement from them with the ball has been very good. They've been asking a lot of questions, putting Jordan Abdul and his side under some pressure and having the field position. But now, a team that has a player like Jordan Abdul and Mikey Lewis and Matt Parcell in their opponents' 20, well, it's a dangerous team.
Are they a danger here now for the Salford Red Devils? On the back of that penalty, Dean Hadley making his 150th Super League appearance, plays the ball. Abdul looking to give it some width and some height with Sam Wood, all 6'4" of him. Sean Kenny Dowell in field it comes. Soaso Su. Three tackles gone on the 10-metre line, bang in front of those Salford posts as they go to the left, and Jordan Abdul floats the ball over the top, and it's snapped up by Sio.
Well, you could see that play unfolding in front of him, couldn't he? Ken Sio was hiding himself behind the ruck. Jordan Abdul, he comes over to the left-hand side, tries to get the numbers, throw that ball, but Sio was aware.
It seemed like the most difficult pass of them all, didn't it? I think they had more attackers than defenders. And he had to take the risk, Ken Sio, and he come up with the ball. 6 again for Salford Red Devils.
Set restart signalled. Yeah, they got away with it, really, there, Hull KR, because Ken Sio has been known to gobble those up and disappear into the distance. The offload out the back of the hand from Partington, it was. Sneyd. Is Tim Laffey again skipping away from the first challenge, the second, the third, the fourth. They're motoring down the middle. Eventually, he is stopped. It was Hadley who brought his run to an end, but off the back of it, it's with Croft.
Hold.
3 tackles gone.
6 again, slow.
6 again, I think the referee has signalled he has. Here is Partington, second appearance for the former Wigan man. His first was pretty impressive against Lee last week. Ackers protesting to the referee about the slowness of the play the ball. Sneyd, a little skip from him.
That's the second time Mark Sneyd has run and took the defensive line on.
Push it forward.
4 tackles gone. Ackers. Partington. Good work from him as he reverses towards that line. Ripple of applause from the Salford fans down below us. The pass finds Brodie Croft. Croft, the ball is batted down, and it's Sean Kenny Dowell who picks it up.
Well, just over the shoulder, wasn't it, Brian Briley? And Salford now made the mistake. Hull KR are trying to just get over that advantage line with Sean Kenny Dowell.
Anybody didn't watch the build-up show would have missed John Wells and John Wilkin talking about accuracy of passes and how it distorts the defence and the attacking line. There's 2 great examples of them.
Get up. No. Go.
4 tackles gone. Batchelor playing the ball. Now Kane Lynette.
Hold. Go.
Middle of the Hadley, I beg your pardon, in the middle of the field, and
Clear.
the kick is hoisted by Mikey Lewis, and Burgess. Whoa, what a claim from him, but he's going to end up in touch, is he? There's a hand in touch. No, in fact, it's a penalty to Salford. Great claim from Burgess.
Yeah, do you know, he's so good in the air, isn't he? Look, there's only ever going to be one winner, and then they try and manhandle him. He knows that he's going to the sideline. The ball's above his head, and then whether that ball's reefed from Frankie Holton or whether he just lets go of it because he knows where he's going.
If you think about the two winkers, Joe Burgess, he leapt. He had to get that ball first, arms outstretched. When Ken Seo jumped, I don't think he had any need to jump. The ball moved in the air and it meant that he fumbled it. It's a couple of minutes ago now. But when you're dealing with those high kicks from Jordan Abdul, don't leave the ground. Stay on the ground so you can move laterally. An inch, 2 inches if you need to.
Still only 4-0 in favour of the Salford Red Devils, who are in possession again, just inside their own half. The blue-shirted Hull KR with a lot of defending to do so far. Here is Partington.
Move back off the ball. Hold. Go free.
Ackers. Sneed back on the inside. It went forward, says the referee.
Yeah, King Vuniyawa. And he come on the inside, didn't he, of Mark Sneed. He loses possession, trying to run really hard.
It's good work from Sam Luckley. He's in at marker, puts pressure. He knows. Looks like he's picked up a knock as well while he was doing his job. You can see Mark Sneed is always going to pass that ball inside. Big man on big man. Just dislodges the ball.
Shot clock off, it keeps missing numbers. Mate, we're gonna have to
Let's go down to the sideline, get some news from Jenna Brooks.
Yeah, evening, Bill. It was likely a planned sub. Jesse Sue, about a minute ago, came off. Frankie Houghton went on for him. Looks like Jesse Sue's dislocated his finger. As I said, about a minute ago, he had it popped back in place right in front of us. But they don't seem too concerned. He's receiving some treatment now, as you just saw.
Tap with me. Go, one.
Thanks, Jenna, and
Still up.
Hull KR
Two. Move, give me a step
try and
forward.
build
Wait. Two.
a bit of momentum in this game as Sam Luckley, once of Salford, plays the ball. The former Wallsend Eagle.
Move, Sam!
Come a long way in the game.
Go, free.
Parcell, as Frankie Holton plays the ball.
Clear.
Abdul,
Clear.
quick
Still
hands, and Wood with good hands to collect that ball because it came at him at a rate of knots. Sean Kennydale trying to skip infield,
Wait.
but Ken Seo stops his progress. So they come to the other flank of the field. Lewis, oh, nice work. A nice catch as well by Tom Opachik.
Move, Mark!
He did well to collect that. Here's Jordan Abdul. Abdul will kick across field. A high one. And the ball is going to bobble into touch. And that will be the handover.
Yeah, Salford will get the ball. Asking plenty of questions and plays in motion. Both of these sides are not going to die wondering, are they? Well, we were saying before about this Hull KR side. They were dogged last week for 80 minutes. They knew they had to perform against the Warriors. And they've turned up with the right attitude. And like you said before, but like, look at the scoreline. All the possession's been in favour of Salford. The position as well. But they still can't get away from them.
Lafay this time. Opachik manages to stop his progress before he can cause too much mayhem. 3 tackles gone. King Vuniyawa manages to offload. It was touch, says the referee.
Yeah, nice pressure from Hadley though, wasn't it? Not that one of those passes went forward from Salford because of the pressure.
6 to go. Here's Partington.
Hasn't he changed his game? Ollie Parton, used really as a battering ram at Wigan, and he's offloading the ball, he's passing before he gets to the defensive line.
Ooh, big King Vuniyawa probably just needs to tuck the ball under his wing and run. He's passed it, offloaded it. Everybody's heart's in the mouth.
Here's Briley, lovely little step and a skipping run from him, but stopped by Dean Hadley. Ackers, Brodie Croft, then Partington.
4. Move off the ball. Go 4.
They are 20 metres away from that Hull KR line as Sneed finds Laffey, and Laffey, Opachik again down low to make the tackle. Applause from the Rovers supporters behind that line. And then Burgess spinning, trying to take them on himself, but he is wrapped up.
Knock on, hand over on the 10.
Oh, he just thought it opened up, didn't he? And you could see he was desperate to get the offload away to Tim Laffey. He knew it was the last play. As he's looked over his right shoulder and saw a bit of space, he was looking to dish it on, but then it opened up for him. And now trapped in the corner, Hull KR. There's going to be some tough carries here now.
There is, coming up to the half-hour mark.
And in terms of energy, they've expended a lot defending. We make it 50-odd tackles. They've made more than their opposition, Hull KR. They're going to have to find it from somewhere. They're going to have to even that work out by the outside backs, getting in and taking some pressure off the middlemen.
Hold, go 4.
It's Kane Lynette.
40.
Abdul looking for a 40-20 maybe, but zeroes it straight into the arms of Ryan Briley. Briley runs straight into the arms of Hull KR's defenders, led by Sam Luckley.
Well, good positioning, wasn't it, from the Salford fullback to catch that ball on the full.
Good, well done, Sam, too.
Knowing what was going to be coming.
Sneed,
great ball.
It would have been if Burgess could take it.
Well, you could see he hit some really good lines, Joe Burgess, and he offered himself. Unfortunately, the pass was just over his shoulder.
Yeah, 0 coming.
Again, Holton just looking to offload with 3 men around him. Fires that ball. He just couldn't take it.
It was on, wasn't it? A little bit more accurate and a better catch. He's away.
And then the set restart was signalled by referee Marcus Griffiths. Batchelor playing the ball inside at Salford 30 now. And Hull KR, is this their chance to threaten now? Sneed. Abdul.
3.
Abdul.
Hold, go 3.
Oh, Parcell. Referee says play on, and Parcell does just that.
4.
Sneed in the tackle again.
That was a great dummy from Parcell.
I think he gets a pass and a catch for that.
Juggling. Mikey Lewis with a little kick. It's a good one, and it's Brierley who has to concede the goal line dropouts.
He went that way.
Now we'll see the Red Devils defend their own line. It's a wonderful kick. He tracks across, invites defenders up, and just slots the ball behind.
And then almost gets there.
10 seconds, time off.
Lively game against Wigan last week. Mikey Lewis.
Shot clock off, time back on.
And last time he was on this ground, he got 2 tries in the 26-16 win last year.
Still up. Held! Release! Go 1.
Now it's the first half going to end with Hull KR getting on terms here. They're getting a good share of possession the last few minutes.
Don't dive, go 2. Clear. Still 2.
Kane Lynette stumbling into the tackles.
Hold. Wait.
Watkins, Partington there. Here is Hanley. Hanley
4.
taking it to the 10-metre line. 4 tackles gone.
Go 4.
Hadley plays the ball. Here's Parcell. Abdul, short pass from him. Frankie Holton is stopped in his tracks. Held, cries the referee. That's the 5th tackle. Parcell, Abdul gets the kick high and towards Kane Lynette, and Lynette bats it back. It's going to be picked up by Sam Wood, and Sam Wood is going to claim the try. It's going to be a call for video ref Ben Thaler. Marcus Griffiths refers this one to the video ref.
Can you just confirm that Hull KR knock on before Salford, please? He'll have a look. Just keep going.
We have an on-field call of no try. If it just go on from here, everybody looks on side. And stay on this if we can. So that is up in the air, off, still in the hands There, right, I need a close-in angle, please, off that. The challenge in the air is fine. That's fine. That bit's back. Right, when the ball goes to ground there, I need to see how it comes off. There is contact in the air there, but I don't think that's a tackle, so we can roll on with this. So back, that's fine. Right, that's missed. Right, slow that down. If we can go back to that one, if we can just go back. Right, so if it's go from now, it misses the red player. It then touches the right hand of the Hull KR player. Thank you. I've now made my decision.
Ben Thaler having a good look at that, and Marcus Griffith's inclination is correct, because Sean Kenny-Dowell just got a touch on that, and it looks as though Sam Ward is going to be denied.
He was right to check whether Ken Seo knocked it on before they got into that tussle. Well, that's the probably first jab, first punch for Hull KR. A good kick. Put it down to Mark Sneed, come up with a great shot in defence. Stop Hull KR dead, and from that kick they managed to secure possession. Well, if we got 6 and a bit minutes to half-time, Hull KR spent a lot of energy. I think there's a try coming here for the home team.
Salford surviving there, and now looking to counter. Croft runs into a strong challenge from Jordan Abdul, but Croft is able to get the pass away.
Hold, wait.
Brierley plays the ball. Ackers over the halfway line comes Salford. Kingbuni-Ayua, Tiz playing the ball. Oh, and then it's coughed up by Sam Stone.
Yeah, he just makes that mistake.
Didn't need it, did he? Didn't need it with defenders around him. You can't stop them because it's been good for them in the first half, but discipline with and without the ball in these final 5 minutes or so will stop them or help them get over that try line.
Move now! Hold with me, wait, tackle.
Good hustle from Ethan Ryan, just did enough to put the back rower off.
Okay, still 2.
Oh, nice step from Sam Wood. Nice step from Wood. Gets away from Callum Watkins and still goes Sam Wood. Great run from the tall winger, comes centre. Abdul now. Abdul running until he's stopped by Sam Stone.
Arm is chopped for you, got hold of his arm, go for it.
Kingbuni-Ayua was in there as well. Here is Sam Wood again.
Held! Release 5. Go
Referee calls held, 5th tackle. Down the short side they go, and Linnett! Has he got that ball down?
Yeah, play on.
It
Control.
bounced away.
Yeah,
It's
well,
play on.
Marcus Griffiths. Well done.
0.
He makes the mistake. He reaches out, but he drops the ball.
No advantage.
Whoa.
They'll go back for the knock-on. There's no advantage to Salford. But Kane Linnett, aggressive ball carrier.
I tell you what, you can see Mikey Lewis, and he's possibly got a point, asking the referee.
He loses it.
He loses it,
Yeah.
but
He was in a great position. Credit to the referee. Look, you can see him. He
And
saw
I
it
love
there.
that, Tez. I love the fact that the ref, when he needs to, uses the technology, and when he doesn't, he backs his ability and gets on with the match. Good
and you could
stuff,
see
Marcus Griffiths.
the look on Kane Linnett's face as well. If only.
They usually give themselves away, don't they, Bill?
Out! 10's good.
Do you know he's had a massive impact for Hull KR? I think Dean Hadley has given him an awful lot in attack.
Go on.
He's been so good defensively, he's been solid, but with the ball.
Move, man, square!
He's good variation with his carries. Sometimes he's pre-line, sometimes he's got an offload. But I think his decision-making in terms of which one he uses is spot on.
Incorrect.
Oh, incorrect play the ball here. Well, again, it just seems to be going OKR's way, doesn't it? King Vuniyayu are desperate to get up and play the ball quickly. You can see he's got a retreating OKR defender. It's all about speed on that short side for Andy Ackers.
Heads in, guys. Shot clock's on me because they're broke.
And Salford have just got a little bit scruffy, haven't they?
Yeah. Yeah, just a bit ragged.
Onside.
And the possession now just starting to even up.
Push at the scrum.
A push at the scrum, which I think...
And I think there's a knock-on off the back of it.
Yeah, knock-on by OKR, you're right.
Well, I tell you what, I know one of our predecessors, Steve-O, will be punching the air with delight. A push at the scrum. There's one from the dark ages. Paul Rowley, the Salford Red Devils coach. He's a little bit anxious at the minute. We're hoping to get a few words with him at some point, but he's busy at the minute.
Well, that has got Salford off the hook, you feel?
Yeah. Yeah, you're dead right. They've looked confident the last 10 and 15 minutes, this whole KR side.
Here's Callum Watkins.
Hold. Go to.
And Salford over the halfway line.
Frankie off the ball.
Good run from Ackers.
Move, Matthew. Hold.
And he plays the ball. Sneed, short pass from him to King Vuniyayu. And they're about, that's the 5th tackle.
Go flag.
Just shy of the 20. Croft, they're going to run this. They're going to run this, and Briley gets the kick away. Sean Kenny Dowell hesitates, and they almost paid the price there. Paul Rowley has very kindly joined us up here on the gantry. Paul, frustrating given the way you're only 4-0 up, given the way you started this game like a house on fire.
Yeah, I think we've done a lot of good things. I'd like to be more points in front, like you said, but we know how good OKR are. They're completing at 90-odd%, so that's keeping them in the game, whereas I think we've dropped down to 60-something, and we've not quite nailed our execution on that right edge. I think we've had plenty of opportunities and not nailed them, to be honest.
Yeah, the errors have just crept in, haven't they, as the half's gone on?
Yeah, they have, and like I say, we've had opportunities though to nail some right edge players in particular, and just not pull the trigger or not execute it just right, with a bit of, you know, lacking in the correct tempo or playing into the wrong goal. So we'll get there, but it's a tough game as we expected.
Can you stay on the gantry and provide some more analysis, please?
I'm done now, I'm out of here. Enjoy.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
Well,
So you want us to talk now, do you?
No, that was to add to the
Where's your
expertise.
mate, Paul Rowley?
Yeah, when he wants to drink, he'll be looking at us.
I tell you what, half-time approaching, as we're talking about the Salford club, we must also mention happy 40th birthday to Sean Briscoe, who would be here doing the match day announcing and revving the crowd up, but he's elsewhere celebrating his 40th.
He's had a day off work for his 40th birthday. To be fair, I thought he was 40 a long time ago.
Oh,
Sneed. Great work from Sneed. Eventually he's collared.
It's like one of those rugby players you watch in the car park or in a park, just having fun with the ball in his hand.
But he has that style, he looks like he's running in slow motion.
The kick ricochets and goes all over the place, and that's the end of the first half. And in fact, that sort of passage of play almost encapsulated the first 40 minutes. It was harem-scarum, the ball dropped. There's been great moments of fluency, mainly from Salford, but also quite a lot of errors, and more as the game has gone on.
Yeah, a bit frantic. Both sides just adding to this occasion and playing well. And like we said last week, when we watched both of these teams, they were absolutely outstanding with the ball, and defensively they did what they had to do to win the games.
4-0 though, Salford lead at the break.
Thanks very much, Bill, Barry and Terry. Andy Ackers and the Salford Red Devils may go in.